The Arthur W. Hooper Achievement Award is NAED's highest honor. This annual award is given to an individual who has led an extraordinary career in distribution. This year, the award goes to Jack Henderson, Executive Vice President of Hunzicker Brothers. Jack has been with Hunzicker Brothers for 45 years. It's the only company he's ever worked for. He started out as the office manager, and over time, he took on more responsibilities and worked in several other positions. During this process, he developed a keen sense of what makes a distributor run effectively. That knowledge has certainly paid off. Today, Jack is Hunzicker's Executive Vice President. Jack's passion for the industry eventually led to volunteer positions within the NAED. He shared his experience and knowledge with the industry as a former board chair, during which he was the driving force behind organizing our Government Affairs Committee, and he even served as the first chair of that committee. Prior to his term as chair, Jack was the Western Region Vice President. It is with great privilege that I present this honor to someone who's not only a friend, but has given so much to the industry. Jack Henderson, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Amazing. To stand here after looking at the slides of all those people is amazing. And I would say I don't deserve it, but I think maybe after 45 years, maybe I do. So, and I really did look at that list. I looked it up on the NAED website. I've always preached about the NAED website, so I did look it up to see who those people were and how many of those people really were my friends and really were my mentors. And that's really what this is all about. So I am not going to be brief. So, and everybody in the room knows that. There's a few things that I've wanted to share about our company really for a long time. And so I think tonight may be the night to do it. Hunzicker Brothers is going to be 95 years old this year. And it's, when you go back and look at the basis and the reasons that our company was founded, to me, it fits in perfectly with the theme and what we've been talking about this weekend. So, just to set the stage for this, I've only got 6 minutes, by the way, but our company was founded by two Hunzicker brothers, Fred and Walter Hunzicker. They lived in Lafayette, Indiana. Fred was an attorney. Walter was an electrical engineer. Fred went to Oklahoma to seek his fortune. And he called his brother and said, "Come to Oklahoma." What they wanted to do was buy a train carload of light bulbs and sell them on a siding. This is 1920 in Oklahoma. Oklahoma had only been a state since 1907. So we have the letter that Walter wrote back to his family. And I'm only going to read like one paragraph, but you just got to hear this. It's just too cool. So that, again, think this is coming from Oklahoma back to Indiana, okay? It says, "My dearest girls and boy, well, I have decided to go in with Fred on the lamp proposition in buying a carload," this is Mazda lamps, keep in mind, "as soon as we can get them. As far as I can see, with Fred's acquaintances, he seems to know everyone down here." Huh, have we heard that this weekend? Relationships. "We should be able to sell a carload in about 3 months. That's a pretty good inventory turn. A carload costs $7,500. Fred is putting in half, and I propose to furnish one half of the money." Now listen to this. "So please go to the bank and withdraw all of our savings and send it to me in Oklahoma." Now, you can try that with Belinda, but I'm not going to. So just think of that. To me, that's just, we use this with vendors. I do the same presentation basically with our employees, whatever. So that's how it got started. A couple other pieces, and I'm almost finished. The second paragraph of the letter says, it takes time to develop things. So we figure starting with these few items, and we're talking about the light bulbs and a few other items. And in the meantime, the other items will work themselves out, and we won't be loafing and wasting valuable time and orders. I think we're talking about efficiency there. The last piece is, it simply means we'll have to work hard. And where that is done, there's very little chance for failure. We figure on putting our earnings into stock and eventually should get somewhere. That's 95 years ago. It's amazing to me how little it's really changed. We have so many new things now, the technology, so many things that we have to help us today. But these basic premises and basic tenets of business, that these two guys, one was an electrical engineer, the other was a lawyer. They didn't go to business school. But yet those things, we use these today, and I think we all do in this room, to keep our businesses going and to make them more efficient and to continue to grow. So anyway, I wanted to share that. That's very special to us, and thank you. So let's jump to 1970, as Glenn said, 45 years ago. So I walked in out of college, and I think everybody knows that story, but Walter hired me. The first thing he told me the first day was, I want you to learn a new thing every day. Of course, now, it's how many times, 2 or 3 things or 4 things a day now. But that's still, it goes right with our slides and what we've talked about again this weekend. We've got to continue to drive the education with the NLC, with everything that we do. That's the key to our success as an industry and as in our individual businesses. I went to my first NAED, I think it was just after the Penn Square bust in Oklahoma. And we actually stopped going to NAED for several years, and then Mr. Hunzicker came to me and said, I want you to go to this meeting, and I don't remember where it was, but I want you to go. It's this association we belong to, NAED. But he said, there's a problem. He said, I really don't want to send you to that meeting. He said, you don't have a title. He said, you need a title, and you've got to get some business cards printed by Friday so you can go to the meeting. So I became assistant vice president, and I got those business cards printed in 4 days. Back then, that was not easy to do. So I'm still there. We're very much looking forward to our 100th anniversary and want to continue to grow our business. We utilize NAED to the fullest extent possible in learning and everything that we can. And I believe that it again is the key to our success as an individual business and as an industry. There's too many people to thank, all of you in this room, the vendors, obviously our other employees, the sponsors that sponsor this evening, the NAED staff. When I was chair, there's something else. That's all you can say. We already thanked the past Hooper Award winners. Certainly I want to thank our leadership, Chuck Nelson, his wife Linda, Mike and Beth, all the Hunzicker employees. I'm very pleased tonight. My sister's here, Nancy. My mother's here from St. Louis. They made the serious mistake. Thank you. They made the serious mistake of riding the train from St. Louis. And it did not go very fast. So I may have to reimburse them for their train ticket. Certainly, and my boys are here, Evan and John are here, and certainly Belinda. We have so many friends in the industry. We've traveled all over. Christoph is here tonight. I'm glad to see him. And it's been an incredible career, and I certainly thank you for this honor and appreciate your loyalty to the industry and to the association. Thank you very much.